Hey! Welcome back to another episode of
Drinks on
You. We
My
hope
hair
you.
was really high. Hey! I don't know. Sorry.
We really hope you've had a good week. Comment below with your you moment.
I missed out.
I'm sorry.
It's
That
okay.
was really quick. What do you have a you moment?
I actually do. Involving our child, as
Yeah.
always, because I spend 90% of my time with her. Wow, that's a
I
lot
think
of
it's
time.
95.
95% with a 3 going on 4, thinks she's 15-year-old child. Anyway, I was putting clothes away, being a good husband. And she was bugging me, basically. So she kept coming to me. She's like, Dad. I'm like, I'm almost done, baby. I'll get back. And then I had to fight the urge to shout at her and tell her to buzz off. I put down what I was doing. I was like, yes, what would you like? She's like, I just wanted to say that I really love you, Daddy. And she gave me the biggest hug. And I may have let out a few man tears.
Oh,
It was-
so sweet.
Yeah, so it was a twofer, actually. One, like,
Oh,
man, a twofer.
Oh.
There's two things that happened. I say a lot of things.
You know what, carry on. You know what? After the roasting I got for not knowing what an Easter egg was, I don't need to be pausing for this moment. Leave me alone. No. Go on. Talk about your youth.
Smell my palm.
No.
But it was twofold. One, I'm just amazed at the amount of love this person that I would die for has for me. And two, a bit of guilt for shooing her off. Almost shooing her off. Semi-shooing her off.
Yeah.
Just shooish.
She is really sweet and very articulate. Like, there are things that she says and I'm like, but how did you know? She's really sweet. My you moment was today, actually, when I was in a meeting and my husband came into the room that I was in. And you know what, for the life of me, I can't really remember what you did, but you did some sort of sexual something. And I was like, how am I even meant to concentrate?
I brought her tea and biscuits. I brought you tea and biscuits. What sexual thing did I do?
I can't remember it right now. or when you did bring me tea and biscuits, I anticipated, because you came in really slowly. So I was like, what are you about to do? And actually, it was really sweet. He brought me, I hadn't even asked for it. He got me some tea and some biscuits. And babe, that was really nice. Thank
You're welcome. You can go on here.
Can I put it here?
Oh, yeah. I didn't think you were going to, but all right.
Winning. What are we drinking
Drinks on
today?
you after dark. Today,
a firm favorite once more.
of Nellie's.
Yes, of mine. Yes, Pimm's with ginger ale. If you haven't tried it, try it. It is the bomb diggity.
The reason we call it Fims is because it's not actual Pims. It's Pims from Lidl
Or Aldi.
or Aldi. But it's,
Yeah. What are you drinking? then?
I'm drinking McEwan's, Mac somebody's champion #1 lager. So good. This is one of my favorites.
Don't forget.
Oh yeah. Hey.
Eyes. Oh, and we need your eyes. Eyes.
Cheers. Oh yeah.
So today we thought we would share a little bit about what we think, what we feel, what Christmas means to us.
In case you're wondering why that's
Why we
background.
chose this background. You know, it's 1 week, exactly 1 week till Christmas,
2020.
and then it's the end of 2020, because the week after it's the
We
New
hope.
Year's. Literally. We did see a meme where it was like,
oh man.
at the top it was like the 31st.
I'll find them.
Can you guys imagine? That would be,
I'd rather not.
I don't even know how I would feel about that. But anyway, let's not depress anyone today.
Yeah. We're talking about happy stuff. Hopefully. So
Hopefully, yeah, that is a very big hopefully.
we wanted to talk about what Christmas means to us as individuals.
That's what Christmas means to me, my love.
Christmas means to. I was like, is there an echo?
It is.
Sorry. One of the few Christmas songs I like. Tell us in the comments below. Like, I'm I think there's like 2 traditional Christmas songs, maybe 3 traditional Christmas songs that I enjoy, that I actually like to listen to. The rest of them, F-bomb off. I don't like them. Like, it's so like, anyway, sorry, we'll get into that. So, what's your earliest Christmas memory, my love?
Having to wear a dress. A poofy, big dress.
Yeah.
Pink nonetheless. I remember we were in the Eastern Cape. We often, before we moved to the UK, Christmas for us was like maybe the 2 times in the year. Easter and Christmas were the times we used to go to the Eastern Cape to be with my grandma. And Christmas for mom is like you dress up to the nines. The thought of that now that I'm an adult is I'm just sweating and hot and bothered in a fancy cocktail dress. Not about that life. So my earliest memory, or the memory that came into my head when you asked me that question, the pink dress.
Yeah.
Actually, I've just remembered there's a picture of myself and my cousin. Zippo, shout out to him. We are in pink dresses. I don't know what the occasion was, and that wasn't the Eastern Cape. We were in Langa. So Zippo, please tell me what the occasion was. And we were both in our matching pink dresses with our white, girly socks that go up. No, it didn't go to the knee actually. Mine went like halfway up.
Half shin.
Yeah.
Half calf.
And they had, padding.
Mid calf. Is that a thing?
It's a mid calf, yeah. Padding. Padding.
Did you look like a linebacker?
Nah, not that. Not that. Just, yeah. What is your earliest memory?
One of my earliest memories was going to see Black Santa because we were in Zimbabwe. So yeah, the first white Santa I ever saw in real life was when I came to the UK and I was 19. But that's another story.
Point.
Yeah, so there was a store. I don't know if it's still there. There was a massive department store called Edgar's in Harare.
And South Africa.
And there we go. And there was if I remember correctly, there was, on the kids level, in the corner, they would always have like a Santa's grotto. And whenever you came, you could you could have a picture with Santa. You sit on his lap, and you got presents.
For real?
Like
real presents?
Real presents, and not like
not
Christmas cracker things, like toys in a box.
Did you have to pay to sit on Santa's lap?
I didn't have to pay. Mom, Dad, did you?
Did you? For these toys.
But yeah, my earliest memory was sitting on the skinniest Santa in the world's lap.
Black nonetheless.
Black Santa. Knowing full well.
Did he have a white beard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Full on white beard, white hair. He had the whole thing. Which, now that I think about it, it was summer. Which would explain this next part of the memory was the BO.
Oh no.
He smelled really bad.
Oh no.
But that's the only bad part of that memory.
Okay.
He was cracking jokes. He made me laugh.
How old were you?
I want to say 7, maybe.
I thought you were going to say 17. Sorry.
2 years before I came, I got to sit on Santa's lap.
That's because it's the sting of the lap.
People pay good money for that, but that's the difference.
Sounded like BMX then.
Oh no. Yeah, and I remember I got this plastic dump truck, basically. The tipper trucks. But I loved it so much because it was, if I remember correctly, it was a pullback as well.
Oh, cool. Fancy.
What are those things called around the world? Because I know them as pullback or pushback. Anyway, basically you push it back, and it's got a motor. Push it back, and then it flies forward. It was so cool.
What flies forward? The tipper.
The whole car.
Yo. Oh.
Yeah.
Because you said you talked about the tipper. And so
it's
I was
a tipper truck.
Yeah, no, I was stuck on the tipper. So I was
okay.
So you pulled that back and then it retracted? What was running? What moved?
No. But I remember, thinking back on it now, it was like a mid-tier quality toy. More expensive than you'd expect it to be.
The word tier brought about very bad memories.
Oh, yeah.
tier systems.
Yeah.
COVID.
So in the UK,
Yes,
there's tier 1, 2, and 3. 3 is what? Is there a tier 4?
I don't know.
Tier 3 is bad. That's all I know.
Yeah,
And
tier-
the city we live in is in tier
Tier
3. But I promise you, no one cares. I promise you that. Anyway, but that was my earliest memory of Christmas. I have loads of. Yeah, really good.
And
Christmas
was that
memory.
on the 25th of December?
No. Oh, actual Christmas Day.
Mm.
Loads, man. When I got my first big bicycle, my first big boy bicycle. It was a BMX. It was awesome.
BMX is a pretty cool.
It was really cool. And as I grew older, I was just like, oh, that was straight up secondhand.
Wow.
But I loved it though, because it had one blue wheel and one black wheel. The reason why I know it was secondhand is because the black wheel was obviously a replacement for the blue wheel that got punctured. But I loved that thing. And I remember on Christmas Day when we were opening our presents, I got something small, but I really wanted a bike. And so I was happy with the present I got, and my dad was just like, "Oh, and you've got another present." And I was like, "I do," and he's like, "It's hidden."
Was it the pump?
Just the wheel? No. He was like, "It's hidden somewhere in the house," and then helmet. Nobody had helmets. What you talking about? The first time I found out what shin pads were was when I was playing hockey.
Wow.
Field
Okay.
hockey. I was like, oh, so you can have something to protect you. I have scars on my legs that would explain what that demonstrate that I didn't have shin pads. Anyway, long story short, Dad was like, it's hidden somewhere in the house. And then I can't remember if it was my eldest sister, Lindy, whether it was my other sister, Knox, or whether it was my brother. One of the three of them lied to me and they were like, oh, it's under the bed. And I went and I looked and I was like, there's nothing under the bed. And they were like, duh, this is the family I grew up in. And so I ran around, then I went into my parents' bedroom and into their bathroom. And there I was. I remember screaming so loud I lost my voice. I was very happy.
Wow. Oh, that's sweet. So now that you've grown up, you're an adult, what does Christmas mean for you?
Do you want to know my theological side of it? Or I'm joking, I'm not that deep. It's deepish.
Oh.
Christmas, for me, is a great time to spend with family, because it's the one time in the year where most of us have some kind of free time to be together. So it's kind of changed. So as a married couple, so our first Christmas together, it was important for me to have that Christmas with you and then see family like on another day, just so we could set our own rules and set our own traditions.
It's like, wait, so you're thinking of not spending Christmas with me?
No,
Okay.
no, come on. I want to spend all my time with you. Yeah. I want to be close to you. It's a song, I don't know who sang it.
And all I had in my head was, all my life, like someone like...
Baby. Yeah. And now it's still the same, but yeah, I think it's still the same, really. Just a time to spend with family, to put on weight.
Wow.
Yeah, put on weight and get lit, litty than the city.
My bad. Was I meant to do something?
No.
Okay.
What does Christmas mean to you?
Yeah, it's that time where families come together. Really, Christmas for me is playing board games. And beating everyone. I mean, what? Having fun, laughing, joking, having a good time. Why?
Why what?
Christmas is just the hanging out of the family. I think as I'm getting older, and maybe since Tando's been in our lives, I'm because it's become so commercialized, and everyone feels the stress of, oh my God, it's Christmas. Does your house look Christmassy? Do you have all your presents? What are you eating on Christmas? What are you drinking on Christmas?
How much are you spending on Christmas?
There you go.
What are you buying your Christmas stuff?
So, because of that, I think this year didn't quite succeed at it. But this year, I really wanted to do the whole Advent.
Oh yeah.
And Advent. There's like resources. It's the period leading up to Christmas, where Christians kind of have dedicated kind of themes or things that they focus on the 24 days leading up to the 25th that are intentional. So whether random acts of kindness or a theme, so peace, how to cultivate that. Wow, is what I was going to say. Cultivate
there we go.
that. Love, how can we show love? How can we demonstrate it to our family, give it out, and that sort of stuff. So I think the desire for being more Advent intentional was subconsciously a way of combating the commercialization of Christmas. Because I feel like kind of following a particular Advent resource or book or whatever forces you to slow down and to think about, to be intentional about it. And so I think I would like that more. They're coming together, eating together, sitting around the table, reflecting on a paragraph or a theme or a verse.
You look great.
Thanks. Wow.
So sexy. Sorry, I was distracted.
Jesus wouldn't be happy with you right there, because I was.
Hey man, he said, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing." I found a good thing. Look at this.
Thanks, babe.
For me?
For you,
Jesus?
This you.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. So I think only in this moment, I was today years old, where I realized that the need for doing an Advent related thing is to curb the whole commercialization of Christmas.
Yeah. I think while Christmas gifts and stuff are nice, and I've always really liked receiving them, that's one of my love languages is gift giving and gift receiving.
No pressure on me then.
You are awesome at gifts. That's the there's literally nothing you have got me as a gift that I would be like,
I didn't like that.
Yeah. No, not even I didn't like that. No, none of your gifts are like, it's all right. Okay. You God tier gift giver. You're a God tier gift giver.
You did say that. Yeah. It's too much pressure. I mean, what is God himself? I'm in the same tier as God.
No, you're God tier, so God-like.
That's God's own tier.
Yeah,
God,
he is.
And then God's
He is
tier.
the tier. Yeah. God.
But then I'm like,
and
tier.
then there's God's tier.
God tier.
I mean, you bring tears to my eyes when I think of the beauty and the elegance and the effervescence, the effortlessness.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, gifts, cool. I enjoy them, but I don't necessarily care about getting them on Christmas Day. I'm pretty okay with if you were to say I'll get you your gift in February, your Christmas gift, I'll be like, yeah, okay, cool, it is what it is. But the commercial aspect has, what you were saying, it's become more commercial. It's always been commercial for as long as I can remember. But I think outside of all of that, with how we celebrated Christmas as a family, that's always stuck in my head more than the actual gifts. The only reason I remember the bike is because it's something it was one of my favorite gifts of life. But I remember more the moment, and I remember the whole day. Yeah, it was just awesome. And I remember my favorite Christmas was the one random Christmas day when my sister, Knox was back in Zim from England. My sister Lindy, who had been married and moved out, was for some reason at home. It wasn't even Christmas Day. I think it was the day before, 2 days before. Everyone was at home. My brother wasn't at work. My dad wasn't at work. My mom wasn't at work. And I remember I went to the shops and I walked back in, and I'm getting emotional. I walked into the gate and I could hear, because I mean it's summer in Zim, so like all the windows were open, all the doors were open. My dad had this old Omega like record player, and there was music blaring from it, so I could hear it from the gate. And I remember walking in to the gate, hearing that, and I could hear my brother laughing. I could hear my sisters and my mom laughing at something. My dad was just chilling on the veranda reading his newspaper, and that is Christmas to me. Just moments where it's like, yeah, this is. I don't care if I never get anything for Christmas again. If I could capture that
moment.
Yeah. So
nice.
I know you feel the pressure about like gifts and something.
No, I don't. I wouldn't say I feel the pressure. I'm just aware of it.
Oh, you're
well,
aware
maybe I do feel it a little bit.
Yeah. Whereas for me, like I'm very much, as long as we have food and we're together, like I'm actually okay. Like there's stuff I want to do on Christmas, like watch the Doctor Who Christmas special. I wish I could do that, but nobody else in the house watches it. It's more important that we're all together than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the Advent thing and your reasons for it, I totally buy into. Like I'm yeah, because we are doing the Advent. We're doing a Advent chocolate calendar. I was about to say canvas with Tando, and she's enjoying it because she gets chocolate every day. But yeah,
that's really the buy for her.
As annoying as it is with her, like we haven't done the calendar today.
Yes, she's really diligent about it.
The moment we actually sit down and do the calendar together, I'm like, oh, this is kind of nice.
Yeah.
And she'll sit down, she'll try and find the number, she'll get the chocolate, and she'll read what's written on. Wow, she'll ask us to read what's on the flap.
And then she'll eat the chocolate.
And she'll eat the chocolate. She'll be like, "Ooh, look at the chocolate!"
Yeah,
and then she'll sit next to,
shapes.
like today she was just sat next to me,
She was really happy.
just really happy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Let us know what your first or fondest memory of Christmas is, and how do you celebrate? How do you celebrate Christmas now?
Does anybody else have a 5-bird roast? I love.
Comment below.
If you don't know what that is, Google it. But yes, comment below. Oh wait. Remember to like, share, don't forget, and subscribe. Do you guys remember this?
But guys,
I'm making it a thing. I don't care.
We hope your week leading up to Christmas is a fabulous one, and we'll see you next week.
Take care.
Bye.